You guys, I am so incredibly angry and frustrated right now. See, if you haven't noticed, or if you're new here, I stepped away from video games entirely for the last 8 months or so. I lost count. But I decided, you know what? I've been wanting to play some VR. I had some adventures I wanted to finish in VR. One of them being this game, Shadow Legends. Now, if you've seen the previous videos, you know exactly what I've been doing in that game, which is not getting past the courtyard, the initial hub courtyard area. Like, I've just been dicking around in there. And every time I get around to being ready to start playing, I'd be too hot and sweaty and I'd have to quit. So, yada yada. I decided the other day I'm gonna go ahead and do some VR. If you've been following along, you've seen I uploaded the Alvo. And after I played some Alvo, I decided to do some Shadow Legends. And I started recording. My wife in the background talking. We were having a good old time. Went through the courtyard real quick. Collected all the rest of the runes. Solved some puzzles. I had to go into an undead keep and kill a couple of undead guys and collect their heads. It was fucking badass. I was like fighting them. I was cutting their heads off and catching them in midair. I was doing cool shit. I even did a drop attack down a big fucking hole in the ground and cut off a guy's head. It was fucking awesome. But it didn't record it. At some point during the recording, I guess I stopped it? I don't know what I did. I have no idea how this works, but it seems like every time I'm playing Shadow Legends, I'm always hitting the record button on accident. I don't know how to fix it. I haven't established a way to, like, not touch that button, because it's right on the fat of my pad of my hand, you know? It's right on the fat. So when I'm fighting and squeezing around, I guess I'm hitting it. So anyway, what I did get recorded was everything before I started playing, everything after all the cool shit, and then the end of me wrapping up the gameplay, which it actually had an awesome segue into what would have been the next video, because after you do the whole beginning area tutorial thing, I don't even think it's a tutorial, it's just the intro area, and I had to do a big fight and kill some things, and then this lady stabbed me, and I died, and then I woke up in the next area, and well, I thought that stab would have been a great segue, but it didn't record any of that. However, it did record when I came back to the sanctuary to quit. So that's my 3 minutes of ranting about how fucking annoyed I am. And as a guy whose internal rage has known no limits thus far, I've almost peaked. In fact, it's beyond impotent rage. I have no words for how angry I was that all the good footage was gone. Everything was just zapped. So hopefully I'll come back and play it again. And I'm not going back through all that shit, but this was just to catch up in case you want to follow along with that series or whatever. Also, I needed to vent because, again, internal rage, had to get it out. So mad. Had such good footage, so many good arrow shots, so many cool, like, only do this in VR moments, and all wasted. So next time I start, I will be at the beginning of a section that won't make any sense because I couldn't record everything. Well, I know what happens. I start recording, and then either I hit the PlayStation button on accident, or like I said, I squeeze the controller and hit the share button and it ends up stopping the recording. And if I do it the other way where I do the record the clip after so much gameplay, then I end up forgetting, or I wait too long and I miss parts. So it's like a lose-lose, take your chances situation. If you're watching this and you have any tips or tricks on like how to not hit that fucking button, I was thinking about taping it, but even tape feels like I would still hit the button. I've got some ideas. I was thinking maybe putting like something a little bit, you know, like a piece of cloth or tape, paper, and then taping it so that I have to really squeeze it to activate it. But anyway, that's the problem I had. I had some really cool footage. I was happy to like jump back into gaming and like do something funny and have an adventure and get some like do some gameplay I haven't done because I kept dicking around in the courtyard. But anyway, fuck me, right? So thanks for watching. As always, I will be doing what I do. I got more unboxing coming up, or maybe you're watching this after that. So got unboxing videos, kayak fishing, all kinds of cool shit besides VR. But I'm coming back to video games a little bit at a time, and then we'll see what happens. I'm really looking for like a VR team. If I could have a VR buddy, then I would be happy. I'd be set. Anyway, thanks for watching. Love you guys. See you next time. Bye.